Hey Lawn Care Nation, it's literally that time of year again where we're just a few weeks away from the start of spring and we'll all be out there laying down those stripes and making all those edges crispy. And this time of year is no different than all of the other past years in that a lot of you guys out there watching this video are thinking about starting your lawn care business for the very first time this year. So in this video, I wanted to share my best piece of advice for those starting a new lawn care business in 2021. So what I'm about to share is a piece of advice that I think is very important for those entering into the lawn care industry for the first time. Now, this piece of advice is something that's applicable each and every year, but it's especially important this year, 2021. We're in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. Hopefully, will be the end of it this year, and we'll be pulling through. But as a lot of you guys know out there watching, 2020 was a very challenging year for many businesses and many people just trying to survive and get by. So when you're thinking about starting a lawn care business in these extra, special circumstances, you want to be mindful of the fact that we don't know what the outcome is going to be like, and we don't know how much longer this pandemic is going to go. And, it's looking like, we're sort of over the toughest part, and maybe with vaccines here starting to be implemented, that the world will soon hopefully start to go back to, quote unquote normal. But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that some variant or some crazy other thing won't happen. So my best advice, if you're starting a lawn care business in this current economic climate where, industries all around the world are down in, every type of product or service, would be to basically keep it simple and keep your business lean. Now, like I said, that's great advice for a new business starting out, even for the first time in a good year, to keep it simple and keep it lean. So what does that mean? Basically, I'm referring especially to the purchase of equipment, of trucks, of things like that. If you already have a pickup truck or something like that, then great, utilize what you have. But what I mean is more for guys going out and buying a brand new truck, or buying a whole bunch of equipment when they have absolutely no business experience and no green industry experience. Especially, we hear it all the time. Guy goes out, decides he's going to start a lawn care business, and his first thing that he does before even picking a business name or doing any sort of due diligence is he goes to the dealer and drops $8,000 on a zero-turn mower. Before even picking up his very first customer, where he may be months away from that particular step, and either outlaying all of that cash in advance if he's lucky enough to have those cash reserves to be able to buy it up front, or more likely in this day and age going into payments right away without even having any customers to start helping to pay off that debt. Another thing is, like I said, part of that equation is keeping it simple. In 2015, as a lot of you guys know, my trailer got stolen, unfortunately, in the middle of the summer, and with it, a whole load of equipment. And from that day forth, because I needed to get back to mowing the very next day, and there was a bit of a wait, of course, going through insurance and all that sort of stuff. I had to go out and buy some equipment the next day to just make it past and make it by. And I went out and got a 21-inch mower, a commercial 21-inch mower. I got a trimmer and a handheld blower, because I figured those are sort of the essentials, the main things that I need in my business to be able to get by. And I started to think about about it and did a self-imposed 3-piece equipment challenge. And even after those insurance payments came back and they reimbursed me for all of the stolen equipment, I kept running my business as lean as possible on only those 3 pieces of equipment for the entire year. It wasn't until the very next season that I then started to buy some equipment to replace some of what was stolen. Like I said, I wanted to see if it was possible to run your business with just a trimmer, a blower, and a push mower. And I proved that that was possible. Now, was it as efficient or as quick to do as with the riding mower and stuff that was stolen? Of course not. But I was in a position where most of my lawns were smaller city lawns anyways. But if you're in the country and a lot of your properties are bigger properties, then maybe do get a zero turn, but not the most expensive zero turn. Maybe start out with something a little less than the top tier. Or my best advice would be to look for used equipment in that scenario, especially if you have no prior business experience. One of my favorite mowers still to this day is my 36-inch Exmark Turf Tracer walk behind that ironically I bought used for $2,000 on Craigslist, and it's turned out to be one of the most versatile and productive machines that I've used in my lawn care business. Same goes with my aerator and my power rake. Both machines that I bought used when I got started, I went to equipment rental places and asked if they had any of these machines for sale, and they always had some sort of turnover, and ended up buying those 2 machines for a fraction of what a new machine would cost. And here we are entering my 16th year in business, and I still use that same power rake and that same aerator that I bought all those years ago in my first year of business. So just thinking smart, keeping lean, thinking about how much cash you're putting out versus how much cash is coming in your lawn care business initially. It's super easy to go into a dealer and buy brand new equipment. It takes 15 minutes to sign some papers and walk out with some equipment. What takes longer is building the business, is attracting those clients that are going to be paying those bills in the long run. My advice is to start with that first. Start with the flyers, start with the door hangers and all that. Go out, target those neighborhoods that you want to work in, put out all those marketing materials, start to quote on jobs and build up that customer base. When the time comes, make do with what you have right now. Add maybe 1 or 2 pieces if you're missing a blower or something like that. But when the time comes, like I said, you can easily go to your dealer and in 15 minutes, half an hour, have a brand new machine on your trailer. But you guys get my drift. Keep it very simple and keep your business lean. Keep those payments and what you're outlaying to operate your business very lean, because all that means the leaner you can make your business ultimately means the more profit you're going to make in your business. So for 2021, I'd say, especially if you're starting a new business, and you have no business experience, to keep it simple, keep it lean. On the flip side, if you've been running your business for a long time and you're an experienced business owner, you may be more adverse to taking on some risk and to maybe jumping on opportunities that may present themselves in this economic climate. Maybe there'll be better financing options and things like that. And that you're an established business, you're not going anywhere, then maybe it's okay then to go out, look for those opportunities and try to capitalize on those opportunities in this sort of economic climate. But when you're a new business and you've had no experience doing this, last thing you want to do is saddle yourself up with a whole bunch of debt to find out 2 or 3 months into the cutting season that lawn mowing and the lawn care business isn't the right fit for you. and now you're stuck with trying to get rid of equipment and taking a financial loss in an already challenging time for you, maybe personally, and having to deal with that. So keep it simple and keep it lean. So if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this business advice for those starting out on keeping it simple and keeping it lean.